What's going on, family? So I just finished watching Daredevil Born Again, episode 3, and I just remember what it reminded me of. And we're going to talk about it right now, right here, only on the Seez Monroe Show.
I was raised to believe in grace. But I was also raised to believe in retribution.
Now, this episode is going more into the case of Hector Ayala, which is the white tiger in this MCU world, right? I almost said White Wolf. If you guys don't know, that is now Bucky in the MCU, but the White Wolf is like a Black Panther villain, and they kind of got into it. Kind of goes into like everything with M'Baku and all that other stuff. Either way, that's neither here nor there. We're going more into the case of the court case of Hector Ayala. He originally unalived a police officer in this series, and this is what's going on and spiraling right now. And in this episode, everyone finds out that he's the white tiger and all the good he has done, so he's been let off the hook. Now, the ending of this episode is going to shock you because we find out that the white tiger does not make it past episode 3, if you know what I'm talking about. And on top of that, we know who unalived him. Now, my thoughts that ran through my mind as soon as I seen this, it was like a couple things could have happened here, right? I'm going to just tell you guys. The Punisher unalived the white tiger at the end of episode 3. So the main thing I was thinking about in this episode was, okay, did Kingpin hire the Punisher? Is the Punisher now a murder for hire type of guy? Like that's never been his MO. So what is going on here? And then secondly, I started to think a little bit more deeper into Frank Castle's character. Maybe the White Tiger kind of interfered with something that he had going on once upon a time, and maybe the people that the White Tiger saved is the people that actually unalived Frank Castle's family. Maybe I'm thinking all this stuff right now, and honestly, it's not even that deep. Literally, as the episode is going off, White Tiger is unalived, and you see a man walking towards the camera with a Punisher bulletproof vest on, and my mind I just got excited. This show really reminds me of Gotham. It's not a Batman series. It is Gotham. It's about Bruce Wayne. It's about Gotham and what's going on in the city, right? So you're meeting all these other characters at their adolescence, and they're learning things. You're learning more things about them. And that's pretty much what this series is to me. Again, I believe that they're going with 18 episodes, so things can change later on, especially when we're so used to 10-episode series out here. So things could change for the better. I'm not going to say the better, because I like where we're going here. I actually enjoy Daredevil Born Again. Could you believe it? Like, it's literally, I'm not there for that. You're not coming, if you don't come for the action, you're going to be satisfied with this series. This series is actually surprisingly good so far. Like, this is episode 3. We're 3 hours into this series now. It's solid. I just enjoy it. Now, the first episode, again, it's just the things that struggled with me was the fight scenes. It just wasn't there. I don't know what's going on over there at Marvel. We got to fix that. Whatever it is, stop what you're doing, fix it, come back later. Things that I'm worried about in this series is the fact that this series was shot like early 2023, and we're just getting it in 2025. And maybe maybe it's because I'm so used to things having a quicker turnaround now, especially in the new age of cinema, the new age of editing, the new age of all this CGI. I can't think of the CGI companies right now for some odd reason, but You guys get my point. So that's what I'm struggling with when it comes to, man, this was shot 2 years ago. What took them so long? But also, I forgot about the writer's strike, the acting strike, and everything was pretty much pushed back. This is supposed to take place at a certain time in the MCU, maybe. Honestly, I don't know at this point because they're not really speaking on other incidents in the MCU right now, which is great. If Daredevil Born Again stands on its own, I'm with it. Just leave it alone. Just like I want them to do the Blade film, I want it to be a standalone, stand on its own type of deal. Leave it alone. They're trying to bring in Midnight Suns. Don't think that's the best idea, especially right now. I want you guys to know this. In 2026, you guys are getting Avengers Doomsday, literally to shut the fans up. Like they're just giving it to you so you stop crying about things. But in our reality, it's like just mushing some cake in your face and telling you to eat it because you're hungry. And that's probably not the best thing for you, but you can get full from it. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're dealing with the MCU right now, unfortunately. And Daredevil Born Again is a quick breath of fresh air. Like, I enjoy it. I hope you guys are watching it. Definitely, it's a solid series so far. So what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Do you like Daredevil Born Again? Do you dislike Daredevil Born Again? What is some of the takeaways you've been getting from it? How do you feel? Do you feel like my Gotham comparison is a little wild? Go ahead, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys next week for another episode of the Seez Monroe Show. I also wanted to speak on this just really quickly. Going back into the Avengers Doomsday thing, I know I've seen a lot of plot leaks and all that other stuff. I'm honestly trying to avoid the plot leaks. Not stating that it can ruin the film for me, but it can definitely, I want to go in shocked. And it's going to be very tough because we have about a year and some change to get to Avengers Doomsday. It's going to be tough. And again, like going back to Captain America Civil War, where Bucky unalived Tony Stark's family, his parents rather, I feel like that was the loose plot of Civil War, right? That whole incident took place maybe 30 minutes before the film went off. Like it was a full 2 hours into the film before we even cared about that plot, right? But it was a very important plot. It was very well thought out. It was very well executed. And that's what you want. That's what you want to see in Avengers Doomsday. But honestly, with me, I want to be surprised. I want to be able to enjoy this film. And I don't think I'm going to enjoy it as much as everyone else just because I know what this is at this point. And unfortunately, it's not good. So we're going to see. I hope I keep the spoilers away from me, just like I try to keep the spoilers away from y'all. Not in this episode, but previous episodes, things of that nature. One last thing before I let you guys go. Did you guys check out the Captain America Brave New World box office? Ugh. I knew it. If the movie was just, like I said, the acting was bad, the plot wasn't good. I take that back. The plot was good, it just wasn't well executed. The backstories of Thunderbolt Ross and the leader, terrible. And I feel like if this film didn't have a million plot holes, like I feel like we could have got past the bad acting, past the bad writing. Let me rewind. We could have got past the bad acting. You can't get past the bad writing because that is the plots. And that's where you leave all the plot holes, where all the plot holes come from. I feel like if we could have got past it, if we would have made it past those things, this would have been a solid film. It didn't need a bunch of action scenes, although the action scenes that we did get, if they were a little bit better, could this have been a better film? Maybe a little bit. Instead of I don't know what Rotten Tomatoes gave it, but instead of a 3 out of 10, I feel like it could have easily been a 5. 6 out of 10, like a good time at the movie theater. I don't think this film gave me that. That's the problem with Captain America Brave New World. It had so many plot holes. It had not enough action to please people that don't care about the plot holes. And it wasn't really, I'm not going to say family friendly because I'm not looking for it to be family friendly, but it doesn't keep you intrigued for that 2 hours that you're sitting there. And that is a big deal when it comes to MCU films. Even if you aren't good, at least keep me intrigued. Thor Love and Thunder. One of the worst MCU films ever. Ant-Man Quantumania. One of the worst MCU films ever. It had some good things in there that kept you intrigued throughout the film. Captain America Brave New World, I felt like I don't take like bathroom breaks during films, especially at premieres. But I just felt like I needed to figure out a way to get out of this theater for a little while and come back. Like, I didn't feel the need to sit there the whole time. And like, I felt like if I left and came back, I wouldn't have missed much, right? And you can't just feel like that when it comes to film because the whole point of a film shouldn't be any commercials. You need this 2.5 hours focus or whatever the runtime is. You need to be here. You need to be focused the whole time. Gone, right? We didn't get that with Captain America Brave New World, and that's why it's suffering. Is it going to make us money back? Probably not. And that's the gist. All right. So go ahead, let me know your thoughts down below. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.